25 million people with disabilities in America. We want the same things out of life you do, to use our abilities to the fullest. And because this is the decade of disabled persons, the National Organization on Disability urges us all to lend a hand right in our own communities. Let's put our abilities to work so that all America and Americans gain. Call this number now.
1-800-248-ABLE.
Not the knife.
We just love videos, you know, and I really feel, you know, the television medium and just the video screen and everything is the best way to really get your message out there, because you can show a lot of your concept besides just your lyric and, you know, musical qualities. So people get a chance to see, like, how you look, how you dress, what your attitude is. It makes it much easier to communicate what your whole trip is.
You have 3 videos from one album. That's rather unusual. Tell us about each one.
All right, well, Mac the Knife we did with a fellow named Louis Morneau, who graduated from the University of New Hampshire, and we were one of his first videos. He did one band that got on the Basement Tapes, and then he did us, and we did the Mac the Knife thing all set in the 1930s. You know, we did it sort of like a film noir thing with, you know, the old cars and all the right clothes and, you know, the 20s telephones and all of that kind of stuff. So that was like our first experiment with like getting really serious into videos. And then the second one we did on Staten Island in New York, we did Dance with Death with woman Linda Carpel, who's like an Emmy Award-winning documentary.
What made you go with a documentary producer?
Well, she heard us in her car radio in New Jersey, and she heard Dance with Death on the radio and just fell in love with us and tracked us down and said, I want to do a video of you. So what were we going to say, you know? So we went out there and did it, and she, you know, came up with a really good idea of, like, you know, Dancing with Death is sort of a middle-class kind of experience, you know, that just being trapped in mundane commercial society, you kind of die a little bit every day just out of boredom. So that was, it's all set in supermarkets and malls and stuff like that. And then the last one we did was a brand new video company, Boston Rockers. And this was Barbara Brasowski, and it was her first video as well. So we took a gamble on her, we really liked her. And her concepts just really felt good to us. And we went to Man Ray and some fancy effects studios, and we just did a pretty wild video that's really fast-paced and kind of has some sense of humor, which I think shows that the occult doesn't have to be depressing and stuff, because in Ghost, the video is really fun, all kind of, you know, silly, kind of Bowery Boy type capers kind of go on, you know.
And good news with MTV. Tell us about it.
Yes, well, we just learned the other day that they're interested in airing the video, which is really exciting. And U68 has definitely said they'll be airing it, so which is like the V66 of like the New York City area.
And of course, doing very well on V66.
Right, we're in like heavy rotation, which you can't knock.
Oh, of course not.
So, so to me, video is the tool to really expose a band.
I saw you last weekend at the channel. I hadn't seen you in a while, and I'd forgotten how energetic and what a show you put into your audience. Tell us about the live performance and the visuals in your music and your stage presence.
Well, I took mime and different things like that, and my mime teacher was kind of a go-go girl in the 60s, so she taught me all these crazy dances that she learned out in Minnesota or something. So I just kind of updated them for like today's, feel and what kids really want to do. And I feel a lot of bands just stand there and play, which gets kind of boring. And I think the audience wants to be entertained. They want to forget that they work in a factory, or they want to forget that their girlfriend's not speaking to them today, or or that they make a screw this big all day long, and that's all they do 40 hours a week. So they want to go somewhere and scream and yell and go crazy. But so you have to be up there screaming, yelling, and going crazy to get them to do it too.
You have a particular favorite performer, Jayne Mansfield.
Well, she was beautiful, for one. She had a very unique face and body. And she was also a very interesting person in her personal life. She was involved with Anton LaVey in the Church of Satan. She was like a devil worshiper and stuff, which most people don't realize.
No, I didn't realize that.
And she was also very intelligent. She had a very high IQ. And she was also an extremely brilliant comedian. And a lot of people just try to say she was like an empty, vacant, sex symbol. But actually, with her, you couldn't, in the 50s, you couldn't be intelligent, beautiful, and a woman and be funny. It was threatening. Mm-hmm. And so to me, she's like a symbol of trying to overcome some more ridiculous values that people, in every generation there's certain things, that you have to battle to, stake your claim. And now also, since she's died, there's, her house is haunted by her, and Engelbert Humperdinck lives there with his wife, and he used to date her in the 60s, and they see her head and they call in all these exorcists. And when the house was first sold, like the first owner's son was riding her motor scooter and got run over right in front of the house. And some other people bought it, and there was a stipulation in the will that her clothes had to be left in the closet. And the people became total recluses, and a friend finally broke into the home, and the wife had dyed her hair white, and she was wearing Jayne's clothes. So to me, she's just so multi-dimensional.
A character.
Right, and just so many facets to her personality and stuff, that I just can't get enough.
What's up for the future?
Well, we're trying to organize something for the summer, just because the weather's so nice, so why not, see America. We're working on going out to the West Coast, because we have a few video ideas with Louis Morneau, who did the Mac the Knife video. He was working with Capitol Records, and now he's working with several other people. So we'd like to go out there and do a couple of things. And we also have a compilation that's coming out on Revolution Records, which is a new Boston label. And they have like 10 Boston bands. And we're doing our song Love in the Backseat. Isn't that enough?